They say love has a funny way of creeping into the most unexpected places. And for her, it was right next door. She was the kind of girl who always hung around her best friend's house after school. They'd laugh, share secrets, and do everything together. But what no one knew was that every time she walked into that house, her heart skipped a beat. Not because of her best friend, but because of her best friend's older brother. He was quiet, kind, and had this protective nature about him. She'd see the way he helped his mother carry groceries, or how he ruffled his little sister's hair with a smile. He didn't talk much, but when he did, his words stayed with her. To her, he wasn't just her best friend's brother. He was the boy she secretly dreamed about. Of course, she never dared to say it. How could she? Falling for him felt like breaking an unspoken rule. So she kept her feelings hidden, smiling through the ache, pretending her heart wasn't racing whenever he walked into the room. But fate has a way of exposing secrets. One evening, while helping her best friend with homework, she left her notebook on the table. He picked it up before she could grab it. And inside, scribbled on the last page, was a confession she never meant anyone to see. A small line that read, "I think I've fallen in love with him." Her cheeks burned with embarrassment, and she wished the ground would swallow her whole. But instead of laughing, instead of teasing, he looked at her with a softness she had never seen before. And then he whispered, "You should have told me sooner." From that night, everything changed. What started as stolen glances turned into late-night conversations. What started as quiet admiration grew into undeniable love. But of course, not everyone was ready to accept it. Her best friend felt betrayed, angry that the two most important people in her life had kept such a secret. The house that once felt like home suddenly felt like a battlefield. Yet love is patient. Love is persistent. With time, her best friend realized that this wasn't a passing crush. It was real. She saw how he looked at her, how he protected her, how he made her laugh in ways no one else could. And eventually, even her best friend admitted, "If it's him, then I know you're safe." Their love was tested, but it survived. Years later, as she stood in her wedding dress, holding his hand at the altar, she thought back to those afternoons when he was just her best friend's brother. And now he was her forever. So tell me, would you risk a friendship for the chance to marry the love of your life? This is True Hearts Unfold, where real love lives. Subscribe for more stories that prove love.